Yes. Slovakia, brothers. You know, Slovakia, the thing cut off, so got to do it in, again, got to do it in parts, right? Slovakia. Damn. Shit. Pardon me, brothers. Pardon me for that. All right. So I'm gonna start again at Acts 19 and 27, and again, like I was saying in the last video, you know, well, really, this truth is for the elect. You know, you got all these other groups out there. You know, I made mention of Sinetta because he's one of the main guys that set up these debate rings, and got other guys always trying to debate this, that, and the third. But really, that's all the money grab, and again, just showing you that that was a thing that was going on back then. And while these guys are sitting up there going back trying to, you know, make these debates and create content, 'cause that's what Sinetta does is, you know, he's a damn devil, man. You know, he'll play the good guy, bad guy, this, that, and the third, but they trying to just create content for what? For views and everything, monetization and different. They done made money, and that's the same thing that was happening back then. All right, so that reminds me of this. But meanwhile, while these niggas are sitting up there still trying to debate simple shit, stupid stuff that they even have, you know, this devil is laying out the system for that charagma. All right, but I'm gonna just read on. I'm gonna finish reading on over here. Like I said, pardon for the pauses of any parts I'm missing or whatever. Just, you know, bear with it. It's all in the spirit. But anyway, so this is Acts 19 and 27. It says, so that not only is this our craft is in danger to be set at naught, but also that the temple of the great goddess Diana should be despised, and her magnificence should be destroyed, whom all Asia and the world worshipeth. So again, this is you know, these are niggas that are scattered through Asia and the rest of the world. They always worshiping that Diana of Ephesus, which is that nigga woman. Just like right now, you got these simple niggas. You know, I don't know if it's caught in the last video, but you got even like Polite and a bunch of niggas talking about the black woman's God, the black woman's God. These are the same niggas, man. The black woman is the queen and this, that, and the third. You see? And when you speak about, and that's how Sinetta was able to rile up some simple-minded niggas to try to say they're gonna do this, that, and the third by sitting up there. You talking to the black queen, the black, you just, you know? You talking about Emma, yo? This is inside one. You looking at Emma, yo? But that's what they did. They riled all these, you know, and that always happened. Anytime somebody say something, and there's somebody say something about the so-called black men, it's like, okay, all right. But if you say something about that, because that's that Queen of Heaven demon, man, and it's out here heavy, man. These hoes are full of that pride, that new thing has been established, and these niggas are simple as hell, and they had that same spirit back then. So it said, and when they heard these sayings, they were full of wrath and cried out, saying, "Great is Diana of the Ephesians," right? Long live the black woman is God, and all this stupid shit, man. All this, these niggas ain't, you know, they done got, if anything, they got more dumber and wickeder since then. But it said, and the whole city was filled with confusion, and having caught Gaius and Aristarchus, men of Macedonia, Paul's companions, and traveled other brothers, right? They rushed with one accord into the theater. They bum rushed them, you know, pushed them into, you know, you could have punching on, beating on, you know, this is niggas, man. And that's how these niggas are when the Lord has us delivering the truth. And even other Israelites, man, they want to get down and get physical. And shit has happened, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, it says, and when Paul would have entered into the people, the disciples suffered him not. And certain of the chiefs of Asia, which were his friends, sent unto him, desiring him that he would not venture himself into the theater. Some therefore cried one thing, and some another, for the assembly was confused. See? And that's what happened. Just like the You're a Slut video. That brought so much different confusion, right? It says, some therefore cried one thing, and some another, for the assembly was confused, and the more part knew not wherefore they were come together. And they drew Alexander out of the multitude, the Jews putting him forward, and they always got a nigga that they set up. And Alexander beckoned with the hand and would have made his defense unto the people. But when they knew that he was a Jew, all with one voice about the space of 2 hours cried out, "Great is Diana of the Ephesians." These are some bugged out niggas, man. It said, and when the town clerk had appeased the people, he said, "Ye men of Ephesus, what man is there that knoweth not how that the city of the Ephesians is a worshiper of the great goddess Diana?" A fucking statue with multiple nasty fucking titties, right? That can't move. Something that was created by these wicked ass niggas, all right? But they calling the great goddess Diana. And that's the same thing with the nigga woman. When people here get on the nigga woman, you see the same ire and the anger they have, right? We're not saying nothing wrong. We speaking the truth. The Most High, Isaiah the 32nd chapter tell you that the Lord is going to destroy these women. Many days and years should they be troubled. You know? So they're not going to keep getting away with murder as they have been. How this whole world catered to them. And that was done for a reason, man. And that's part of the destruction of the so-called black man, the Israelite man, the real princes of this earth. By sitting there elevating these women and giving them power and opening their eyes up to more wickedness, man. But that's all about to be wiped away. Okay, but back then they were bugging the fuck, going crazy back then. It says, and of the image which fell down from Jupiter. Yeah, lies that they told them niggas, you know? Seeing then that these things could not be spoken against, ye ought to be quiet and to do nothing rashly. For ye have brought hither these men which are neither robbers of churches, nor yet blasphemers of your goddess. Wherefore, if Demetrius and the craftsmen which are with him have a matter against any man, the law is open, and there are deputies. Let them implead one another. But if you inquire anything concerning other matters, it shall be determined in a lawful assembly. For we are in danger to be called in question for this day's uproar. Yeah, because they like, oh, calm down for the fucking for the white man, right? There being no, like a lot of times when we speak in the camp, they be like, oh, watch out y'all talk about the white man, you know? They said, for we are in danger to be called in question for this day's uproar, there being no cause whereby we may give an account of this concourse. And when he had thus spoken, he dismissed the assembly. All right. So now, well, I'll read on a little bit more since I didn't mean to turn the page, but it said, and after the uproar was ceased, Paul called unto him the disciples and embraced them and departed for to go into Macedonia. And when he had gone over those parts and had given them much exhortation, he came into Greece. Again, why is he in Greece? Okay. And the Apostle Paul, which is a Benjamite, he's not going to be hanging out with no goddamn crackers, man. You know, no straight up Alexander the Greek motherfuckers, man. All right. But anyway, it said, and there abode 3 months, and when the Jews laid wait for him, niggas, as he was about to sail to Syria, he purposed to return through Macedonia. All right. But I'm kind of going away from the point there. So let's get back to, actually, get ready to close it up and go back into the article. All right. But, all right. So again, this is going into the AI leading to the you know what, right? So it says, and again, this is from Christopher Nolan, right? This was an interview he had in the Wired magazine. It said the growth of AI in terms of weapon systems and the problems that it is going to create have been very apparent for a lot of years. Few journalists bothered to write about it. Now that there's a chatbot that can write an article for a local newspaper, suddenly it's a crisis. So yeah, in other words, they don't need, so you know how many hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people are about to be laid off, man? And then guess what? That's prophecy too. All right. Let's see, I believe that's Isaiah 19. So that's why this thing is a real thing. And as you see this AI technology, you should really be sad, you know? I mean, you know, you got some people that trying to make the best out of it, or this, that, and the third. I mean, we're happy because we know that it another sign of the end of this wicked ass society, right? But let's see, we started Isaiah 19 and 14. It said, the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai have mingled a perverse spirit in the midst thereof, and they have caused Egypt to err in every work thereof, as a drunken man staggereth in his vomit. All right, this Egypt is speaking about here in America. All right, and see, and what they're doing now, which you got even the so-called anti-Nazi people and the Nazi people clashing and this, that, and the third. Everything that's going on is all in error. It's total chaos. You got Biden. Here it is. He's falling all over the place. He's slurring. Long live the queen, saying all kind, bigging them demons up. You know, you got the situation of Trump indictments, and everybody is confused and don't know what the fuck. Like one minute they want Biden, next minute fuck Biden. 1 minute Trump's cool, next minute fuck Trump. You see? Because why? The Most High is breaking down America. All right. And that's why right now everything's back and forth. People don't even know what to believe, man. The news, and that's why they replacing these newscasters because they're not good for nothing anyway. Okay. It says, but see, a lot of people was, excited over this and yeah, oh yeah, it's Siri. I could ask Siri everything, right? Not realizing that no, motherfucker, you about to be replaced by Siri if these bankers have it their way. All right. It says neither shall there be any work for Egypt, which the head or tail, branch or rush may do. You see? So that's the times we're coming into, and this is going, going into this the summer, going into this year. And the Lord controls the time, the hourglass. The Most High speeds things up according to how he wants it. But no prophecy jumps in front of the other. Everything is in its order, right? Everything is synced. That's why the Most High is the Father of time, because the prophecies are based off of time, right? But it said what's going to happen is these people are going to be replaced because they don't need them by this AI technology. But then the AI technology, what it does is it follows algorithms and mimics things, and then it speeds up, and so now it advances past the algorithms. Like, in other words, that's why now they got the AI technology where you got these robots that have human likenesses or certain human emotions. So now they advancing past that, and that's why. And it's like in the movies. It's crazy how it's unfolding because they show you these things taking over. So now there's a case, right? Whereas you had a few people doing what they call kidnappings and ransoms using the AI technology, because they could sit there, like if you got a kid that's at college or whatever or somewhere, they could sit there and basically clone their voice, do a deep fake, call you, have in the background. Matter of fact, hold on, I think I got the article close by. Let me see. Yeah, I do. So I'm gonna read it real quick, right? This is just again, and I believe that this is going to force, because when you check out about this AI, one of the dangers is the security. See, and they keep doing it. That's why they, with the money and everything, they saying, look, man, you got all these people hacking and your account, so you got to have a verified. Now you got to have a chip in your card, so at least it has to have a card reader, which is still bullshit because it don't stop people from, hacking into your banking account and your personal information. So now with this AI technology, as they start releasing it more and more, it's going to be to the point where your security is going to be at risk, and they're going to be like, look, we got to know that you're verified, and the only way to know is by you having an actual, charagma inserted in you. But anyway, AI clones child voice and kidnapping, right? AI, and this is something that's been happening behind the scene. AI deepfakes are being used to attempt to extort money out of people, including through kidnapping scams. It says, in Arizona, a woman recounted the story of how she was embroiled in a kidnapping scam, which AI was used to spoof the voice of her daughter. All right? It says, on January 20th, she received a call claiming her 15-year-old daughter had been kidnapped, and $1 million ransom, 790,000 euros, was demanded for her safe return. And then this is what the daughter said, right? Mom, these bad men have me. Help me, help me. And then she heard her daughter say, sobbing and crying, before the line was taken up by a threatening and vulgar man. Listen here, I have your daughter. If you call anybody, if you call the police, I'm going to pump her stomach so full of drugs and have my way with her. I'm going to drop her in Mexico and you'll never see your daughter again, the man reportedly said. So it said they demanded $1 million and dropped down to $50,000 in cash, right? So now the police got called. They said 911 is familiar with the AI scam where they could use someone's voice. And see, and this is scary shit, because they could frame you, make you do things that you didn't do. They could sit there and play, some shit. You could have just sit there and said, yes, I'm going on vacation with my family, but they could sit there and take that voice and make you say, yes, I plan on blowing up the White House, or some crazy shit, and arrest you for domestic terrorists, hate crime, all of this. Game change. This is about to be, and see, the scriptures speak about the time of Jacob's trouble. All right, this is going to lead to a lot more civil unrest, a lot more protesting in a lot of different parts. All right, a lot of places, these major cities and stuff, a lot of them are going to be shooken up. But this is what the chick said. She said she didn't process that it was fake, because she said it wasn't just that it was her voice, it was her cries, it was her sobs that are unique to her. So in other words, it copied her whole stilo, or whole style, or whole persona. And that's what this technology does. So that's why people are in fear of it, because of the security. But now, see, us, we got faith, so we're not worried about that, man. We're going to trust in the Most High. All right? Go to Job, the 5th chapter. Job chapter 5 verse 11. It says, man, I'm going to start a little above it. It says, yet, verse 7, yet man is born into trouble as the sparks fly upward, right? The spirit go back to the Most High. I was seeking to the Most High, and into the Most High would I commit my cause, which doeth great things and unsearchable, marvelous things without number. So that's the magnificence and the omnipotence of the Most High Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And this world is about to be a witness of all of that. It said, who giveth rain upon the earth and sendeth waters upon the fields. And again, Esau is trying to be like the Most High. He tries to manipulate the weather and everything, but nah, you ain't the Most High, dog. All right? It said to set up on high those that be low. So eventually we're not going to always be low, fucked up, broke down, poor, preyed upon, sickly and all that. Nah, the Most High is going to set us up on high. And that's that faith and that lively hope that you're supposed to have in you. And when you read the scriptures, you get nothing but that lively hope. All right? The Most High is going to raise us up out of all this fucking confusion that's going on. To set up on high those that be low, and those which mourn may be exalted to safety. See? Because we're in the time of mourning, man. All right? It said he disappointeth the devices, the imaginations, the evil thoughts, the evil inventions and intentions of the crafty, the so-called white man that's behind all this shit. He's the one who's set up this AI technology. He's the one who set up these charagma stations and the charagma within itself, right? It says, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprises, their intentions, their thoughts. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. Yeah, look at this technology. That's why they're warning, they're crying about it now, like the guy wrote, because a lot of people are looking at it at a carnal level, because a lot of people value money as their strength. If they don't got money, they get nervous. They don't know how they're going to survive. So they look at these cushion jobs they got that they never thought because when these people get these jobs, that's why they start acting different. Because Esau, they know how to gas you. Oh, yeah, we got this new 301k, 201k, 401k, 501k, 10,001k. You're going to be set for life at this job. You'll make the same, always have the money guaranteed. You'll be able to blah, blah, blah. So now they losing all these jobs that they were told they would never, ever lose before. They thought that they were good. A lot of these guys sold out, right? They did strange things for change. They got millions and whatever. Now this shit is, at this point, now everything is transferring over. They looking at, hey, how the fuck do I stay afloat? What's the next thing? They all fucked up, you see? But it says, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness. And that's why these devils, they're going to be destroyed by the very systems, just like Haman. He built those gallows to hang Israel, but then him and the rest of them fucking devils will end up, at the end, got put on the gallows. Well, guess what? Esau's going to be put on the greatest gallows, man. All right? And it's called the destruction of the Lord. That's the name of that gallows. All right? And the Lord said, we're not going back into slavery, man. You see? It said, he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is carried headlong. So they meet with darkness in the daytime. What is that? That's them in the skull and bone meetings, all these different, the G28 summit, G30 summit. So they meet in darkness, meaning what? With darkness, or how they going to sit there and implement this New World Order and implement the charagma. And where's the resistance coming from? All of this. They do diligent searches. They dot their T's. And this is what they meet. They don't meet about how we're going to make the world better. And this. Get the fuck out of here, man. The scriptures tell you that they're the ones who destroyed this earth, man. Right? That's why that shark is taking bites of motherfuckers, man. The scriptures tell you everybody's mad, man. But it's about over, man. It says, they meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. All right? So the poor have hope, and iniquity stoppeth her mouth. Behold, happy is the man whom the Most High corrected. That's why we getting our lumps now. right? Happy is the man. See, when the Most High correct you, you're not supposed to. The scripture said, despise not the chastening. Oh, okay, there you go. There, in the next verse. Therefore, despise thou not the chastening of the Almighty, for he maketh sore and he bindeth up. He woundeth and his hands make whole. So the Lord, that's what the purpose of Yahweh Shai. That's why through him, we got rights back to the Most High. He's going to come and make us whole. You know, we just got to endure. Endure until Shiloh comes. All right? He shall deliver thee in 6 troubles, yea, in the 7 there shall no evil touch thee. Yeah, the destruction of the missiles. So the Lord is going to deliver us in these treacherous times, those who remain faithful, that don't bow down, that don't take the charagma, you know. And by the time when the missiles are shot off, Lord willing, we of that number, we're going to be beamed up out of here, man. In famine, he should redeem thee from death. Don't worry about what we going to do, because some guys see this and they get nervous. They see what's going on and happening and they get nervous. Well, the scriptures say he's going to redeem us from death and famine. And in war from the power of the sword, the Lord is going to protect us, man. But I'm going to end it right there. It's probably going to shut off in